black man. That means it could happen to my son, his father, in the future.
This recording that came out, Kerrion is talking about
ain't nobody coming for me.
What I am saying is it's not fair to cancel somebody out before you have formally filed a complaint, made a police report.
Do you hear her? As if she's covering something up. This can happen to my son, to his father. Transforming
to a trance.
To be
in a trance.
I said trans.
Trance.
Trans.
Mm-hmm. We've had him in and out of counseling and therapy for over 20 years.
We already kind of got into it a little bit, basically talking about the black parents.
You're a dummy, bitch. You will never know shit. Don't nobody want you. Don't nobody need you.
He would call Tammy Franklin a bitch.
Hey guys, I don't want to be on the fucking camera, okay? Thank you. You see my face? See my face? See what it looks like? I don't want to be on camera, alright? He looks much better.
I look much better.
There you go.
My baby truly loves me, guys. I don't know why. I don't know why I ain't at the sight. I don't know why I ain't never leave you alone. What song is that? Oh yeah, sure is down. My head is like a book of gospel songs. I couldn't even think about who sung that song, but I love that song, right? You know what I'm gonna have to do? Set that in the queue later. But you know what? They're gonna try to block my video.
I need your tender kiss of mercy and grace.
Yeah.
Now I see your face.
Yes, I am. They're gonna try to claim this video, but I don't give a damn if they do, because it's actually music over. My voice is over the music, meaning that I can play it. Okay, it's transformed. Ain't nobody going to go try to take my voice off of this track so that they can have I don't know why by William Murphy. I highly doubt that anybody's going to try to do that. So that's where I win fair use. Boom! Leave my fucking video alone. I bind you. I bind you. Bind you, thousand people. We can't trick you. Why do I smell fart? Sit down. Sit. Anyway, what's up, guys? I'm your boy Rico Bellucci.
Hey.
And that's Jay. He's here, guys. Actually, he's not here in the studio. Okay, let's play like he is not even here in the studio. He's not here. I'm here alone. We're doing virtual, so let's play like we're two funny mamas.
Because she gets irritated. Whatever irritates Kim, I like to do.
Funny mamas.
Hey everybody! Welcome to Two Funny Mamas, the podcast. And I am Sherry Shepherd.
And I'm your girl, Kim Whitley.
I love Two Funny Mamas. Anyway, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button. Make sure you guys hit that subscribe button. Make sure you guys hit that bell, and make sure you hit that thumbs up. Okay, whoever's clicking on this video, watching, before we get started, make sure you guys support us, please, guys. We really appreciate it. Anyway, guys, so as you see, the title is Kerrion and his mom. A lot of people wanted us to come and talk about this. We see the comments. People are actually commenting as if the video that we posted last is about Kerrion's mom interview and Kerrion's accusations of molestation, sexual abuse.
So he's up to verbal abuse, physical abuse, parental abuse, and sexual abuse.
My God.
Just saying, I mean, those are the allegations. No, seriously. I mean, I'm not saying I deny or confirm any of them. I wasn't there.
Do not do Kirk like that now. Come on.
I mean, I don't know how wrong it is. If it's true, then it's not too wrong. It's just exposition. It's exposing. So I don't know why I ever left your side.
Yeah.
I don't know why. Child, I could be right here, cause I don't care. Y'all see my double chin and my scruff.
Are you kidding
Bitch, I
me?
don't care. I'm trying to get thick.
Baby, why don't you just put it in the chin? Why are you making light of that?
That don't bother me.
Right. And who the fuck gives a fuck? You have a man who
That
loves
don't
you.
bother me, bitch. I was trying to gain weight, cause get what I need to gain some weight. That ass.
We have videos coming up soon. I made a vow that I will not be smoking on camera. Although I do have a marijuana license, I will not be smoking on camera.
Take that
Anyway,
cause I need.
Anyway, guys, so we do have a sponsor, and the sponsor is Fine AF Fitness, guys. Okay.
I found myself a sponsor.
Make sure you guys check out fineaffitness.com or .org. Fine AF Fitness, guys. You can get some great workout clothes. I mean, like literally
leisure.
I mean, and especially if you're single. If you're single and you're running around with these clothes on, it really plumps that ass. It plumps
skin.
To me, it plumps that ass a little bit more, you know, and plumps those titties a little bit more. And maybe you'll find that right man, but you have to go to the right places, you know. Go to Piedmont Park. Don't take your ass to Gresham Park, bitch. Ooh. That is not where you go exercise.
Now you want to find some weeds, go to Gresham Park.
Exactly. You want to find a man that's going to not take care of them goddamn children.
You want to find a shooter,
off in
go
your
to Gresham Park. Go to Gresham Park.
You want to find you a rich man who may play for the Falcons or who's an investor
go to Piedmont.
Phillips Arena.
Now he might suck dick on the weekends, but
right, he might suck dick on the weekends, but you suck that dick Monday through Friday or whenever he's not at the office sucking dick. Anyway, let's get started. So this video is about Kerrion Franklin, Kirk Franklin, and Shawn Franklin. I mean Shawn Ewing. She wants to still.
Did she keep the name?
No, I say that because here's how I feel. I feel that Kirk
was he
Franklin,
out of wedlock? Were they married?
I really don't know their story, and maybe we should have did a little bit more research before we got on here. But I do feel okay,
I can find out. Let me see.
I'm an Aquarius. Okay, I'm an Aquarius, so I say whatever comes to my mind. I say whatever I believe. And it's sitting on the shelf behind the TV.
I'm not here.
Right. Anyway, so I want to, first of all, let me say the reason why Jay is not present on the camera is because Jay is going through changes. Now, every now and then we will click Jay in, but Jay, for the most part, is going through changes, guys. And I was about to say Changes is playing by William Murphy right now, but no, that's not on the why. Jay is transforming from being the male he was born as
to a trance.
To being
in a trance.
Trance. I said trance. 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 Mm-hmm. Trance. Trance. Trance.
No. To being the person who he felt he was supposed to be. Jay wants to be a beautiful female. Look at T.S. Madison and flip T.S. Madison and say T.S. Madison had a daughter or Maya Scott had a daughter. That's what Jay is going to look like. Okay, not look like them, but he's going to give fish. Anyway, Jay is going to be beautiful. So that's why Jay is not really in the camera all the time. He's in the camera here and there, off and on. Bye, 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 bye. Here I am. See you later. Wave at the camera. Tell everybody, hey.
Hey, bye-bye.
Anyway, one day we're going to come to you guys about that video, and Jay will present that video himself.
I'm going to actually record a video during a very intimate moment, and I say intimate because when I do things that prepare me for this journey, it makes me feel, I get excited. I'm serious. Like, I don't even know if I'm going to be able to sleep the night before I go get shot first, you know. Put it over here because I gotta get through. But I want it to way over. My head look a mess. She giving.
This video is not gonna be long. this video won't be long. We're gonna try to get it in and get it out so that and I know Jay probably thinking, well, if you can get it in and get it out, shouldn't you be talking right damn now? But yeah, I am. I'm getting to it. Anyway. So, you guys can see the shoes Jay has on. They're bomb.
We ain't doing no shoe cam.
Anyway, let's get started. Shawn Ewing. Ew. She looked like you in that.
I done kicked the damn chair. Here we go, shaking again. Lord.
That head was a mess. Anyway, I want to go back in reference to what I was saying last time about parents. I know a lot of people were probably like, damn, you said some true stuff. And not everything that I had to say was regarding my own life. It was also regarding other people's life, because my relationship with my mama was so bad when I wanted to do what I wanted to do. Jay has experienced some lingering effects of our relationship. He has experienced me go off in a way that he'll never, because he is very respectful to his mom. Even when she is disrespecting him, he has been respectful. So he's seen me and my mama go there, or me go there. But everything, and I'm saying that because everything I said wasn't regarding my mama. It was also regarding, because me and my mama relationship was so bad, I stayed at other people's house. I know it's unbelievable. Like, well, how many parents did you see act like this? I did. And if I started naming names, it would be crazy. I can think of 3 right now in my head. Seriously, and you know. 2 of them, all 3 you know, but 2 you should just sync with me and know who I'm talking about. Her mama and her mama, both of their mama, and my cousin mama. Hell, I ain't even thinking about her. She 4, but they. I seen the way they act. I seen things happen in these people's life that their parents tried to use against them or push it on the back burner. Like in our family, we had a situation where a family member raped another family member, and it was a blood. Damn near brother sister, but it wasn't brother sister. So you guys put it together.
First
family, yes, and it was a bad raping. To a female from a male in our family, an adult male to a child male in our family. But later, the mother...
to a child female.
To a child female, adult male, right. The mother of the child female eventually ended up letting the perpetrator come around again when he was released out of prison. Mind you, these are family, blood, close relation. You put it together, and they're my blood, close relation. Like blood, first family to me and to each other. And that mother treats that child still to this day in a way that it makes you think, why does she treat you like you did something wrong? Why does she treat you like you were in the wrong in this situation that happened to you?
But you know what? That's how Monique was supposed to portray as a mother in Precious.
Exactly.
You're a dummy, bitch. You will never know shit. Don't nobody want you. Don't nobody need you. And had 2 motherfucking children, and one of them is a goddamn animal running around looking crazy as a motherfucker. You done fucked around and fucked my motherfucking man.
She was angry at her daughter because her husband took so much interest in his own child versus his wife. So that's true to life.
Bitch, you know what? See, I think you're trying me. I think you're really trying to fuck with me.
I mean, it's definitely relatable.
That's so crazy that that happens with a lot of black people. You know what I'm saying? I can't say what happens with white people because I don't have white friends to say, oh, their parents do the same thing or what they do in their family is this. I would have to have experienced enough white families doing the same thing to be able to come on here and talk about that.
Right.
The only thing I can talk about is the people that I've been around and that I've witnessed do this. And this has been black mothers. Black mothers, whether they adopted the child or not. This has been black mothers that
and it's honestly instilled in us. Y'all gotta understand, we took beatings, whippings every day.
But why does that make us still to this day be a certain way, even down to pushing stuff in the back burner? We don't want to talk about that. We don't want to put that out there.
We don't go to counseling. We don't go to psychiatry because that make us seem weak. Make us seem like we can't handle the problems that God has given us, quote unquote. Because that's what they say. God don't give you nothing more than you can handle. So if he done gave it to you, you can handle it on your own. You don't need no help, supposedly. But in the black community anyway. However, reality tells a different story. So,
yep.
I mean, suicide rates in the black community are just as high, if not higher, than the white community. And a lot of that has to do with financial, emotional, mental, and physical instability. Being overweight because what we eat is fatback and ham hock and macaroni and cheese and fried chicken. And everything emotionally, mentally, from being fucked up of our past.
Right. Mm-hmm.
It's a lot of different factors. Mm-hmm. So we are people are strong, but it's not easy the way we try to make it seem.
So I know that they're going to try to claim all this stuff in the background. So let me turn to something that's playable. Anyway, I don't care if they do claim it. Guess what? I'm talking over it. Suck my dick. I'm just talking shit. First thing is this recording that came out, Kerrion recording, where Kerrion is talking about this molestation situation.
Alleged molestation.
Allegedly. We already kind of got into it a little bit, basically talking about the black parents and why do we push things to the back burner? Why do we always want to cover up things or not really talk about it?
Right.
There's so many parents. My mama didn't say I love you to us. My mama didn't hug us. My mama is the type where she don't want her boobs touching men's chest or other ladies' chest.
That's that church mentality, though. Yeah. Also, you know,
she don't want to hug up close. She want to hug with her butt out and don't rub up against her too much. Or don't touch me. Stop touching me. Yeah. You know, my mama is real like she like that, and she come from the holiness church. Like no earrings, wear your hair straight.
Wear dresses or skirts.
Got to wear dresses or skirts everywhere.
To the ankles.
Not just to the church. To the ankles. Exactly. That's what my jean dresses on the weekend with white socks
and flats. Show an ankle, baby.
And Johnny wanted Melanese. All I be thinking is my daddy was fine, and my mama. I ain't saying she wasn't. What I'm saying is, the way my mama dressed back then, going to that church, she had to be taking her clothes off when she got to the bathroom at school.
Well, you know, that's what I'm saying. You know what they say about them church girls.
Like, damn, Melanie went into the school looking like a church girl, walking around that mud with a heart to top, all that shit, and Stacy. Anyway, Trajan Williams, it's been revealed that the young man that
released
Kerrion was arguing with, you know, when he said, you just mad because I ain't put my dick inside your booty hole no more.
He said, you just mad because I ain't f***ing you no more. Or I don't want to f*** you no more.
You threatening me?
I don't want to fuck you no more, so yeah. I ain't got to play. I ain't got to flirt no more. I can be me for real now. I believe I'm gay. I'm a girl, right? So everything everybody's saying is correct. Kerrion is so wrong about saying ill. And
Baby got initiated.
I'm fucking men.
When I finally got a chance to see Trajan, I was like, Kerrion, hit us up.
But you know how it is. Sometimes them
I
boys.
can't play this while I'm sitting up here talking about this kind of stuff.
What was that?
The prodigal son.
Well, I guess he is the prodigal son.
We can't do that.
Baby!
He said, turn it off. He said, turn it off.
What you want, baby? Sometimes I think my dogs can smell something on me, like I'm sick or something. I got cancer, because they just be coming to me randomly.
So they were arguing back and forth, and I'm gonna play a little bit of the audio. No, we're not doing this. So they were arguing, and wait. Here is some audio of. Well, here's the audio. Listen to the audio. Listen.
They can play my molested music. Next time you get too close to me,
I don't want to get close to you.
I wish you would. They can play my molested music. Next time you get too close to me,
Thanks for playing my molester's music.
I wish you would.
I don't.
Next time you apologize to me, I'm gonna spit in your face.
When you say molest, that means you was underage. So let's just say that it was young, very young, very young. Molest and rape. I'd say rape is penetration, molest is touching.
And that's Trajan saying, girl.
I ain't gotta play. I ain't gotta flirt no more. I can be me for real now.
She giving me messy already.
I'm a girl, right? So everything everybody's saying is correct. Kerrion is so wrong about saying ill and
baby got initiated.
Illuminati, everything on the internet, right? All these rumors about me is true, right? That's what y'all saying. I'm the devil. That's what y'all want me to be. Y'all don't want me to, right? Because that's what y'all say, right?
Let's do this.
That's what y'all say, right? Y'all hurt my feelings, but I hurt y'all
right.
feelings.
See, you have to hear all of
I
that.
hurt y'all feelings. Oh, now
You calling yourself the devil, and you saying the devil live at your address? Girl, you just said you're the devil.
Tonight, right in front of my face.
You just said you're the devil.
Poet, I'm a creative.
You're gonna write a show or
I think that he meant that sarcastically.
Yeah, I'm an Illuminati, right? I know he is talking sarcastically.
yeah.
Well, you don't iterate things like that, being the son of a man. He ain't so righteous.
I didn't say I liked
None of
You
us
said it
are.
sounds good. Why would you lie to me?
Yeah, because I would like to see you do something productive.
Thanks for playing my molester's music.
Thanks for playing my molester's music.
Right.
But you know what? I'm normally the one that is what do you call that? The one that's just not in the, I guess the opposite. You think opposite of me, but I don't have a popular opinion. Maybe I don't know, because what I think is maybe he did just say something. I don't know. Maybe he did just say something and didn't really mean what he was saying. Because if you're sitting here right prior to this, calling yourself the devil, saying things like the devil lives at your home.
Right.
I don't want to put pictures of anybody, but the reason I don't like being called a liar. But Jay knows this, and I don't have a reason to lie. I do not have a reason to lie, but I've dated somebody. I was in a very long-term relationship with a schizophrenic person, and his mom is schizophrenic. Mm-hmm. And Jay has met both of them. Jay done met his mama and experienced it from top to bottom. Okay, so he didn't experience my ex. He didn't experience him in the full capacity of craziness, but he has seen things that proves my story
exactly.
right.
Support.
Even down one time, this boy cut his chest up with a eyebrow razor, and let the blood drip down on my face while he was sitting on me, choking me. You know, and today Jay can see those scars across my name on his chest today. Before he seen that, I had already told him the story about it, and then he seen those scars. Down to him in the closet ripping out his hair, pulling a patch for each time I didn't come home because I was out doing shit, and I was actually running away because I was scared. and he was patching his head for each hour, I guess, or minute or whatever I would take. And by the time I got home, there was like a huge gash in his head, in his afro, completely, because he started to take, actually no, it was here. He started here. So it was like the letter N in his head, huge. And he kept going and going and going.
Taste the rainbow.
Until I got home. But he would make up things and say things completely off the wall that was a complete lie. So when somebody say that this guy is schizophrenic, it kind of begins to make me think, is he schizophrenic on a level like the guy who I dated? Because I dated him for a very long time, for many years, and I knew this schizophrenia for many years.
Right.
And he did make up things, and you couldn't believe the things he would say out of his mouth, literally. Like, you couldn't take it serious. So it does begin to make me think, is Kerrion mentally ill? Kerrion could be mentally ill because of what was pushed off and caused on him. And that's just period. You cannot say a person has been in counseling, or I've been trying counseling for 20 years. Kirk said that on Tamron Hall, and I was screaming at the TV.
When he was a teenager, we started him in therapy and counseling, and we've had him in and out of counseling and therapy for over 20 years. And
I was screaming at the TV.
That's a lot.
He's 33 years old. You two have been together for 25 years. He's 33. These two been together for 25 years, or married for 25 years.
And unless they mean like a psychiatrist or something, what type of counselor do you need to see for 13 consecutive years?
Thank you. And not 13, but 20. 20 years, Kirk said he's been trying counseling.
I'm just saying 13 because he was 13. So from 13 to 26, he's seen a counselor. And from 26 to 33, he's seen a counselor. So for half of his life, he's seen more than half of his life.
That's true. That's true. That's true. I think that they should. They really have to look at this thing, and I know that they've been dealing with it longer than we've been dealing with it. So can't nobody tell them how to do it. You know what I'm saying? But I think that being that they've been married for 25 years, they weren't together much longer before that, right? This boy probably is suffering, like he said, you stole my dad. So he's probably suffering from that still. And ever since those two got together, they probably been pushing Kerrion to the back burner.
Right.
You know, pushing Kerrion to the back, not really caring about what Kerrion feels, you know. And like he said, he was a young father. So being that Kerrion is his first, of course, he made a lot of big mistakes. You know what I'm saying? But I really feel bad for them. I think that they should really look at the fact that it's been 20 years he's been in counseling. They should have been tried something new. You know, if a person gets on medication and is off of medication, that could make them crazy. So if you had control over him until he was 18,
not control,
he was taking But what I'm saying is, as a parent, they from the time he started counseling, they had parental rights.
Right.
When he turned 18, he had the option to say, I don't want to take this psychological medicine anymore.
Correct.
That fucked him up. That could have fucked him up big time. Instead of them winging him off of it, they forced this shit on him because they felt like he was crazy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I think that Kirk also is controlling. He's an Aquarius. We do try to.
He's definitely controlling, and I don't know about.
And I'm an Aquarius, and when we're in love, I think we tend to try to take control of that relationship, unless we're with a sign that is not going to let us take control of the relationship.
More dominant and submissive.
Right. But Kirk is an Aquarius, so I kept seeing how he was looking at his wife when his wife began to talk, but I couldn't figure out why she was there. I really couldn't figure out why she was there. This ain't got nothing to do with her. It should have been Shawn Ewing, because the way Shawn Ewing talks about Kirk Franklin in her interview.
Being a teenage mom myself, it was a lot, to deal with, but I was rooted and grounded in God, and so as I've matured, I tried to work with his father to continue to parent our son. And most people would say, y'all shouldn't even be talking anymore. We talk when we need to talk about our son, because that's how much we love him.
Yeah, and I will say that I commend your co-parenting between the both of you. It's been something that I've, admired, just watching how you guys have worked together on so many things.
I would rather have his father talk to him, toil with him, tarry with him, and deal with him, versus having some police officer who's trained, who doesn't love him, snuff him out because of his strong personality. I would rather his father deal with him. And so this is for my son first, his father second, and then everybody else last. Because at the end of the day, most of the people who will hear me speak don't care nothing about Kerrion Franklin, don't care nothing about Shawn Ewing, don't care nothing about Kirk Franklin. But I care about Kerrion Franklin, and I care about Kirk Franklin, because Kerrion, that's his father.
Right. Talk about some of the opportunities over or do you want to go on and share the scripture?
Yes, let me hold on.
It was as if Kirk been cheating on Tammy still, like he got two wives. Because I was like, damn, she has a really close relationship with Kirk. She protects Kirk. She going to bat for Kirk. You know what I'm saying? So it seems as if they had a really good breakup, or they have a good relationship, or they could have just come to terms with the fact that we love each other, but not on that level. We're best friends, you know? Or Kirk been fucking her still on the low. And I was thinking, if that route, allegedly, I don't know if I should say allegedly or not, but if it is that route where he is fucking her behind Tammy's back, or was still fucking her behind Tammy's back for a little while after him and Tammy was together, then I believe that it's a situation where he's fucking her to keep her mouth closed. If I continue to cheat on my wife and make you feel special on the side, like you the shit, then you'll always have my back against my son if he ever comes forth and say that I molested him or I touched him.
Allegedly.
The sad part is when we think back at Kirk Franklin and his past, I remember him doing an interview way back in the day talking about his porn addiction, his sex addiction.
Okay, sorry. Kirk Franklin has sold more than 10 million albums in less than 10 years. He's a 3-time Grammy Award winner and a 7-time Dove Award winner. His hit Stomp from the triple platinum album God's Property made him a star with the MTV crowd. But Kirk's career came to a screeching halt a few years ago when his private, or should I say secret life, was no longer a secret. Kirk came clean and confessed his addiction to pornography.
And then there's always that boy who's got the big brother who's got the magazines up on his bed. And that's how it starts. And the first time I ever saw one, I was maybe like about 8 or 9 when I saw my first magazine. And from there, I was addicted.
You bring that into the marriage?
Yes, I did.
Was she aware of it?
Not the first year, but the second year.
When did you find out? How did you find out, Tammy?
Well, once he realized that he was having a problem, he just came to me. And he said,
No, baby. Let's even make it more real. Let's even keep it real. I tried to, when we got married, because I still had those single male ways.
Yeah.
And so...
I didn't realize this is what he was...
Yeah.
And I think when you get with somebody, you can't be with somebody for 25 years and somebody don't take on somebody else's shit. So whatever Tammy's fetish was, Kirk got with it eventually.
Right.
Or whatever Kirk's fetish was, Tammy got with it eventually.
Second year marriage, he tried to implement it within our marriage. Watch this with me, honey.
Yeah.
It made me feel dirty. It didn't make our intimacy sacred to me. So I was like, I'm not watching it. I would get angry. I was like, no, I'm not watching it with you.
Kirk's secret life ran amok while he traveled to promote his latest releases. At home, Tammy had no idea of the extent of Kirk's problem.
I didn't see any evidence that he was doing it at home. He knew how I felt about it, so I would think that he was hiding it from me.
So you had a secret life? Yeah, I was doing it at home when she was asleep.
Really?
Yeah, when she was asleep, I'd go upstairs, yeah. That's what's so weird about porn, is that you have different people, even in the body, that feel different about it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm trying to say? Like, there are some Christian men that I know that would say that I'd rather do that than cheat on my wife. When I've had to, shed light on is that, dude, we are cheating on our wife. Yeah. We're cheating on our wife because whatever men think it, so is he. Yeah. So we cheat.
One of the fetishes, or a couple of them, they were able to get over. But eventually what happens is our fetishes mesh, or you take on my fetish or I take on your fetish. You get what I'm saying? They ain't going to war fighting spirits every day like this. Spirits creeping into everybody's relationship. You get what I'm saying? Right. So they done did some shit. Just like Shawn Ewing and Kirk done did some shit. You get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. I think that the Tamron Hall situation, Tammy Franklin should not have been there. I think Kirk Franklin was looking at her when she began to talk in a way of don't say the wrong thing. And I think Kirk was very roundabout. I don't like the fact that he was saying stuff like, I'm not his equal.
When it becomes aggressive, I still have to have a level of respect. I gotta have, I'm still your daddy, and there's still gotta be respect, but I'm confident that there hasn't been any physical abuse. I mean, the deeper issue is we've been just trying to help our son, to try to help
Let me ask you, Kirk, and I want to get Tammy in on this. You talk about the respect you feel you are owed. Do you respect Kerrion?
Yes, I respect Kerrion. I'm not Kerrion's equal, though.
It doesn't matter that you're not his equal. You fail to you miss that I think that scripture in Exodus or wherever that scripture is that says, don't provoke your children
to anger.
Right. So I think Kirk misses that because he was like, I'm not his equal. Answering it in a rough way, like whatever.
I'm not his equal. I'm his dad.
You get what I'm saying?
Right.
Which I found ridiculous. Regardless, do you respect him? And you say, I try to, but I fail sometimes. That's what you do. Mm-hmm. You still have this callousness and you still have this hardness about behavior. You. Nonchalant, right. He could care less, clearly. For you to answer the question like that and not embrace the fact that you have disrespect to him. All parents ain't perfect. No parent is perfect. And parents do disrespect their child, just about every one of them. And need to come to terms with the fact that, you know what, when I get in this room, sit down on the bed, think, damn, I might have went too far. Look, baby, I'm sorry. I think I went too far. I might have went off on you when I ain't have to go off like that. There was this little clip on Facebook one time called Meet the Johnsons or Meet the something. What was this clip? Something strange about the Johnsons. Or the strange thing about the Johnsons or something like that. And this video was, the strange thing about the Johnson. Strange things about the Johnson. If you don't know what that is, just go look that up. The strange things about the Johnsons. If I can add a clip in here, I'll try to add a clip in here. Let me think about it because I don't really want to deal with YouTube copyright claims and all that kind of stuff. But
all right, shoes on, mister.
Wait, don't. Look, I'm cleaning it.
I'm not. Isaiah, is it okay if I come in?
Yeah.
What you were just doing, which I had no right to interrupt without knocking. And I'm sorry. But what you were doing was completely natural. And normal and to be expected. And I just wanted to come in, not to make it weird, but just to make sure you weren't feeling strange.
I love you.
I love you back.
You're much too good, I'm sure. Don't you be afraid of him if he should visit you. He's a great big coward, so I'll tell you what to do.
Hush, 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 here comes the bogeyman. Don't let him come too close to you, he'll catch you if he can. Just pretend that you're a crocodile, and you will find that bogeyman will run away a mile.
You know, families, people see stuff like that and just find that stuff far-fetched. Like things like that happen. Kirk being so young, Kirk having a sexual addiction to porn and masturbation and stuff like that. It could have caused him to do things that he didn't think or didn't have any conviction behind, until later, after it was done, possibly, maybe, if this is true. And like Larry Reid said, a lie could really tarnish somebody's reputation. It's really crazy that in the past this boy has spoken about being molested and raped by a pastor, and all of a sudden this recording comes out. At first my initial thought was that this was staged. As bad as I am not for Kirk Franklin going off on his son, I just didn't feel that this was real. It didn't feel real. And then when I later keep looking at this boy and looking down his timeline, I can see that he might be off his rocker a little bit. And then not only that, when I listen to the recording over and over, clearly he's being told that he was just calling himself the devil. He was just saying the devil lives at his address. And with his own voice, he's talking about the Illuminati and stuff. So, I know people who take medication, who parents grew up in the church, but they take medication and they play with the devil like that, and they're on medication, but they do stuff like, oh, I'm the devil, when they don't take their medication. I can name one boy my mama used to babysit. His name was Lil J. Lil J, my mama used to babysit him. He was a big 10-year-old, big ass 10-year-old. And his mama and everybody around him was church. But when he would not take his medication, his Ritalin or Renerol or whatever the fuck it is, Ritalin I think it was, or whatever the fuck it was, he would get really crazy and start acting like he was possessed, like some exorcist type shit.
Stick your cock up her ass, you motherfucking worthless cocksucker.
Be silent!
And I don't know if he was acting or what, but Miss Luke, who lived with us, she was from South Africa. She was a prayer warrior. She would get over him and speaking in tongues and praying over him, and this happened probably 3 times that he showed out. And then his auntie Linda came over to the house. I remember one time and whooped his ass. He ain't got crazy, blah, 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 But that's another black thing, whoop your ass. You act crazy. She ain't goddamn crazy. He ain't goddamn crazy. I'm gonna beat the crazy out of his ass. I'm gonna beat the gay out of his ass. I'm gonna counsel his ass till he ain't gay no more. It can't work. It don't work that way. You just gonna make the motherfucker worse. You can't get him to stop doing this and stop doing that from counseling and from whooping their ass and beating their ass. It's just not gonna work. It's just not gonna happen. Okay? But I kind of swayed away from this whole thing because I've dealt with schizophrenia. I've dealt with bipolar. And I know that when they're in the middle of an argument, especially, they can say some things that is just not true. That is just not true. My ex and his mother are both diagnosed, completely thrown off. And the sister is a very good friend of mine, like my best friend. She is my bitch, my bitch. She truly is. I love her to death. And she is crazy, but controllable crazy. She can go there. She ain't off the wall, uncontrollable crazy. Her big brother and her mother is uncontrollably crazy. Like literally, okay? But I kind of swayed away from it because I felt like he might be crazy. Like, I don't want to hear stuff like, you were just saying you the devil, bro. Like, you were just saying you the devil. You were just saying the devil lives at your address. And him saying Illuminati.
Girl. I'm the devil, bitch.
Girl.
I'm gonna mess that energy. If you want this situation to get worse, you have a green light.
Girl. Back up.
Smile.
It's not your house. You don't live here.
I'm showing you. I'm Illuminati. Everything on the internet, right? All these rumors about me is true, right? That's what y'all saying. I'm the devil. That's what y'all want me to be. Y'all don't want me to, right? Because that's what y'all say, right?
Let's do this.
That's what y'all say, right? Y'all hurt my feelings, but I hurt y'all feelings, but y'all don't hurt mine, right?
What's the problem?
I hurt y'all feelings. Oh, now you want to get serious.
Then that just turns me off. That completely makes me think that you're crazy. You could be lying. Please take this shit with a grain of salt. Don't take this shit literal. I'm not going to say don't believe him, okay? I ain't going to say that. Believe him if you want to believe him. Me, I'm going to take it with a grain of salt. You know, him saying that he the devil and the devil live at his address and all that really just took me for a turn. It really just took me somewhere where it like the guy that I'm talking about that I dated, I really can't even really like stand him. And I hate to talk like that, but I really can't stand him. So he just a turn off to me. You know what I'm saying? The sex was good, but he's just completely a turn off. Jay had to go handle some business. But anyway, it just turned me off because, you know, you never know. Like, he really could be lying because he was so angry at the time. So just like I said, take it with a grain of salt, guys, and let's not take this so literal because honestly, he could have been lying. He might have a molester, but it may not be Kirk. If so, we can. Anyway, we never know. This guy, he could have been getting molested at home, and his mom and dad could have been in ailment. You know, I'm not saying this is true. Allegedly, this could have been happening, okay? I don't know if that's the right word to use. I'm just trying to cover my ass, y'all. But I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like, they could have been young. Like, Kirk could have had a fetish where he was telling Kerrion at an age where Kerrion understood to go kitty because I want to see you do that. You know, he could have been playing with his, you know, I'm just saying it. And Larry Reid made a statement like, one time doesn't make you a molester. One time doesn't make you this thing. I don't agree with that. You know, I agree with that with some things, but not with molestation. I think once you do it, you're a molester. Period. And that's just what it is. I do think that if you lie one time, you cannot put that off and stitch that to a person's character. I think that because somebody made up a big story or something and lied big time, that doesn't make them a liar. Just because somebody manipulated a situation one time, it doesn't make them a manipulator. You know what I mean? But we're going to get more into that in a few minutes. First, let's get into Shawn Ewing's recording. So she did do an interview with this radio station, and let's listen to some of what she said, which I found just ridiculous because she said this stuff and then a recording came out. So is she in on Kirk's side or is she on her son's side? Did she say this and then knew her son was going to release this? No, nobody ain't thinking that deep. That's some really, 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 really intense thinking and planning to plan something like that if she is on her son's side and in cahoots with her son and making this happen this way. I highly doubt it. Anyway, let's play some of Shawn Ewing's interview and the part that Larry Reid really brought to everybody's attention because it's a 50-minute long interview. Nobody really watched the whole thing. People really went straight to the most important parts or what people posted got more views, the little clips, rather than the entire interview. So Larry has brought a particular part in the interview up to our attention that makes a lot of people wonder and question and contemplate on what she had to say, because mind you, this interview was before this molestation recording came out, or molestation allegation recording came out. So let's play some of that now.
You and I have just talked several times about the Me Too movement, just in our own personal conversations. Absolutely. And I know you feel passionately about just if there is an allegation or if there is something that has happened, just to go about it the right way.
Right. We're not saying that a victim, and sometimes it takes years for a victim to come forward to be able to have the strength and the courage to tell their story. What I am saying is it's not fair to cancel somebody out before you have formally filed a complaint, made a police report, and given the way for investigation. We are quick, especially for Black men, to cancel them out. And if this happens to one Black man, that means it could happen to my son in the future. That means it could happen to his father. That means it could happen to the next man of God, woman of God, the next.
Do you hear her? Listen to how she sounds, as if she's covering something up. That means this can happen to the next man of God. That means this can happen to my son, to his father. Those were the two examples. We could be thinking too deep into this whole thing, but what she's saying just does not sit well with me and a lot of you out there, I'm pretty sure. It sounds as if, the saying, what's in the dark comes to the light. I think you try to use that saying, you curse yourself. You use it too often, you curse yourself, because what happens is it flips back on you. And so now, if Kirk has said that, or if Kirk is loving the Lord, he got to know that God will cover up your flaws sometimes. He will cover your flaws, cover up your secrets sometimes. But in the midst of a child hurting, Kerrion hurting hurts God. And he's not going to allow Kirk to continue to play this nonchalant role and play as if he does not know what his son is going through. If there is a level or a door or a window that is open for Kirk to go through to make this situation better, but he is afraid to go through or go to that level, God is going to hold Kirk at fault. God is going to get Kirk, because I do believe that there is a window open. I believe that there's a door open. There's a level that Kirk is to approach and go to fix this situation, but he's afraid to face the facts. He's his son, but he's aware of who did and aware of this to push this situation away. I think that if he does not let this just come, it doesn't even have to come out to us. Now, humiliated and rebuked in front of the fans that you have, and some are upholding you. I'm sure he has seen a hit in his sales. I'm sure he's seeing some activity go on with his sales or down. But I just needs to, really, really in private. If he goes to that level in private, go ahead and go to that level and talk to his son and just go ahead and let out that I know what you're going through. I believe that is true. Hopefully the pastor, if it's the pastor, hopefully Kirk's loyalty is not so strong. But I just believe that Kirk there's a door open, there's a window open, that Kirk is allowed to go to that he's not going to make this thing better and to fix this thing. So now it's being viewed and talked about and rebuked and openly, when he could have just went there in private. Revelation, you know, if you did molest your son, or allegedly, or you know, let's not say that this is real. If he did, Kirk wouldn't go to jail. Like his mom said, there is a statute of limitation, and his mom even brought up the fact that there should be some type of police report that goes in. But I mean, not really. I think you can make these type of allegations if they're true, because I have a story of, you know, a sexual allegation. And this isn't an allegation. It's not alleged. This actually happened to me, a major pastor of, you know, a church in Atlanta. He sexually tried my partner and I, my husband and I, and we didn't make a police report. I cried about it. I talked to my mom. Nobody knows about it but my mom. And, you know, I really felt horrible behind this situation because I look at this man like a powerful man of God. I love this man a lot. And he kind of made me feel very uncomfortable, and I was very shocked. It was a lot of energy and power coming at me. And, you know, it kind of made me sad, but I didn't file a police report. So I think you can make, you know, say things like this without making a police report. But counseling people without evidence is kind of hard. But I don't understand what she means by that. It's as if he was molested by Kirk, you know, allegedly, from what he's saying. It seems that way from what his mom just said in this interview. You know, his mom is going here in this interview before this even came out. His mom was making this kind of stuff.
The next boy or girl. So it's a danger when we take that into consideration, where someone can just come forth and say something without a protocol in order to deal with it. And we have a protocol. Sometimes people do wait too late to make a report past the statute of limitations. But we're not saying that you can't tell your testimony, but you shouldn't just run to social media first to cancel somebody out or to expose someone. And then if you are going to do that, make sure you expose yourself first. Deal with yourself first.
So we really don't know. Like, honestly, Kirk, did you? Like, the only thing left to do is for Kirk, Kerrion, his mom, somebody come out and say that this is false. The thing is, Larry Reid was just texting his mom, he said, and they stopped. As soon as Larry Reid began to ask what was in the publications, they stopped responding.
This is 2021. She ain't got no business wearing that big old helmet for hair and hair for helmet. I don't understand. It's too much hair. But right here, she got it all pulled back. Beautiful hair, but it should not be worn sitting on top of your head like that. Somebody tell her I said it. In fact, I may inbox her and tell her, because she wasn't responding to me in my inbox until I asked her about this next part of the story.
You know, Kerrion and his mom didn't respond anymore once they began to talk about what was in the publications. So it's just kind of weird that no one has come out to debunk this, you know. And if this is something that's been going on in private, it still all makes sense. Like I said before, Kirk is not able to make music like this and not be going through something. Kirk is going through a lot. That is why he's able to make music the way he does. His music is beautiful music, and nobody can outdo Kirk Franklin. So, I mean, Donald Lawrence good, but Kirk's music and Donald's music are on two different levels, and they're both music beautiful. But Kirk is a beast. He's a beast with the pen. He's a beast. The man writes. You know what I mean? So I don't know how much this would hurt his career. And plus, he's made millions. So at this point, to heal your son and not be so, because I'm pretty sure some people think they can ask God for forgiveness, and God gonna forgive them while somebody hurting. Nah, man. If you ain't did nothing to try to fix this, and nothing meaning you can't just put a person in counseling and not fully acknowledge what you did and let this person come to terms after you acknowledge. Because you can't say, well, you had all this time to come to terms. No, because you never acknowledge it. Now, this is a new coming to terms. Whether you like it or not, this is a new coming to terms because now you've acknowledged what you did. All that time, I was trying to deal with the fact that you wouldn't even acknowledge it, trying to get over it on my own. Now you've acknowledged it. Allow me the opportunity to act out, show out, and get over it. You know, and that's unfortunate, but he has to. He made a mistake. He fucked up and did something to this boy, allegedly. So he has to fix this. You know what I'm saying? And love his son.
We're not saying that you can't tell your testimony, but you shouldn't
Past
just
the
run to
statute of
social media
limitations.
first to cancel somebody out or to expose
Girl.
someone. And then if you are going to
Do
do
you
that,
hear
make
her?
sure you expose yourself first.
What?
Deal with yourself first.
No, she did not. No, she did not. Make sure you deal with yourself first. Before you try to go in on somebody else, make sure you deal with yourself first. No, she didn't. Before you try to air somebody, then she got too many details. I think he had already threatened that he was going to put this out here. I think he probably threatened that he was. It's no way. Something is not right. You know, something's just not right. She knew he was about to release something. He also said, I'm going to continue. The more my father doesn't acknowledge me or something like that, I'm going to continue to release more tapes. He didn't release more tapes, but now this boy leaks a tape, or a tape is leaked from this boy. You know what I'm saying? Like, something just isn't right. Something ain't right. Something smells fishy. I'm not sure what's going on, but something smells fishy because and he said more tape was going to come out, but you don't have nothing to do with this tape coming out about the molestation. At the same time, this didn't come out before or later after this shit done died down. This thing came out now, you know, in the middle of you going in. Then it sounds like it's a situation for now. But this boy is saying that this happened back in December of 2018 or 2019, I believe he said Christmas 2019. So this boy did an interview today with I think it's called the Pascal Show, I believe. The Pascal Show. They interviewed the guy who actually recorded this. So the guy who he's arguing with, saying, you know, you're mad because I'm not you anymore.
You threatening me? I don't want to fuck you no more, so yeah. I ain't gotta play. I ain't gotta flirt no more. I can be me for real now. I believe I'm gay. I'm a girl, right? So everything everybody's saying is correct. Kerrion is so wrong about saying ill. And
Baby got initiated.
I'm fucking men.
I know I said that hard. Kerrion need to hit us up. But that guy did an interview with the Pascal Show, and he's the same guy that released the tape to Armand Wiggins. He texted Larry Reid tonight, telling Larry Reid, so you're mad? You're mad that I didn't release the tape to you first. I released it to Armand Wiggins. So now you're going to sit here and call me high, or that I didn't release it to you first, or something like that. And then he brought up Tasha K and all that kind of stuff. I just want to know if Armand Wiggins paid him or if he just a huge Armand Wiggins fan. If Armand did pay for it, I don't put it past him. I would have paid for the shit too if I had the coin.
They make them when you got the coins.
Because that was a good find. But the problem still lies. Talk to people who have schizophrenia and you tell me what they said their experience was with people with schizophrenia. You know, I'm not on Kirk's side here. I think that he was absolutely wrong, and I think he's still wrong. I think the boy is hurting from something, and they need to figure it out. Don't leave him out here like this because he could kill himself, you know. And I know that how much trying can you do, and I understand that. But don't hurt. If you can't help anymore, don't hurt. Don't hurt no more than what you possibly have already hurt, you know. That's all I can say. I forgot what I was on. But this guy did an interview and he was basically saying, you know, that him and Kerrion were roommates, you know, and he got into it with this boy on Christmas Day. The boy said he got so mad that he even took what we didn't hear or see in the clip that has been floating around of Kerrion and him arguing with one another. He said what we didn't hear or see was he took the Christmas tree and took it out and dumped it. So he was so angry at that argument that he took the Christmas tree that he bought. He said Kerrion bought this tree for everybody and took it out and dumped it at the end of the argument. So he just gives me that he is just like his father. His father is temperamental, same way, I think, with his little tiny self. I think he got short guy syndrome. Kirk gives me he has short man syndrome, especially after you don't get your bitch ass.
If you think I'm real disrespectful, let me say it like this. When your bitch ass starts getting some shit that's disrespectful, you need to get your skinny motherfucking ass back out the goddamn way before I put my foot in your ass.
After that, I really, you know, like, yeah, you got short people syndrome. Short guy, not short people, sorry. Little guy syndrome. Kirk, so little, you know, he has to play this big role. I'm a dog. I'll bite your head off. He won't even bite a grape. Okay, anyway, so this guy did an interview, and when I seen the boy Trajan, if you want to do an interview with us, you can do an interview with us. But when I seen you, boy, I said Kerrion either got a fetish for big boys or y'all was just doing stuff just to be doing stuff. Because he said, you man, I ain't you no more. I ain't putting that dick in you no more. So, in your backside.
I'm fucking men.
You threatening me?
I don't want to fuck you no more, so yeah.
You're mad because I ain't putting that dick in your backside no more. You know? Then he got mad. So I was thinking, or they was just doing stuff, you know, no bitch around. Kerrion ain't got no bitch around. Ain't nobody around. Look, come on, suck my dick. You know, help me come.
Bruh.
You know, something like that. Help me bust one. Now, granted, this could be some COVID weight this boy picked up on. He could have picked up on a lot of COVID weight. Jay said that's more than fucking COVID weight. But I said it could be COVID weight. Jay said there's got to be more than COVID weight. But big boy big. Big boy, he's big. And the Pascal Show, guys, please, Pascal Show, let me play this, guys. Don't do a copyright claim. If you do, give me a call, okay? Or email me. Follow us at The Urban Binge on Instagram and DM us. Or you can follow us at RiBelTV on Instagram or on Twitter. Or at Rico Bellucci. That's my personal page. At Rico Bellucci. But at The Urban Binge everywhere. You can hit us up there. Please, okay? Don't do a copyright claim. I'm going to play this interview, and I'm going to talk a little bit over it.
Abused by his father, you just knew that Kirk, you were just finally finding out
this is really
that
a mess.
Kirk Franklin was his dad, correct?
No.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so here's the twist.
Okay.
I told you he got kicked out the house. When he got kicked out,
wow,
that's when we was doing our, because he is a trip.
Wow.
Kerrion is a trip.
He is a trip.
So the day he got kicked out,
I want to know what he meant by that. He is a trip.
He was going on a rampage to the house manager. And he was saying, don't you know who my father is?
Ooh.
And such and such and such.
See,
and
you hear that?
I could have
Don't you know who my father
I could have
is?
this whole place shut. This is when he got fired and when he got kicked out.
Right.
Right.
So it intrigued our curiosity.
Right.
Like,
who the fuck is his dad?
Who really is Kerrion?
Right.
So.
And who is your dad, bro?
His mail used to come to the house
in
in a spelled differently
See?
from what
See, now this a gay boy. He was
how
being
his name is
nosy.
actually spelled.
See?
Pride.
His mail was coming differently than what it was spelled, honey.
As
He
I
like,
told you
what the fuck? Let me read
yesterday,
this. That's a federal crime. You don't open up nobody damn mail,
one
boy.
of his friends
He had to protect what he was
after he
saying.
got kicked out.
Mm-hmm.
And me and his friend exchanged numbers,
got kicked out.
and his friend sent me a text spelling Kerrion's name in the proper fashion, unbeknownst to me.
Okay,
So
so
that's
Kerrion's
when
been
I
basically living his
looked
life,
up
not wanting
his
anybody to
name.
know who, who his father is. Basically, it seems like he's been living his life where he doesn't want people to know who his father is. He doesn't want people to really, pay attention to that part of him. So it seems like after he got put out, he kind of changed the spelling of his name and didn't really bring up Kirk's name a lot. Because for him to have a friend or a roommate like this who he was digging his backside out, and this boy never knew he'd be just doing stuff to do stuff and going to their room after they were done. Wasn't nothing serious like that. Or
right before Christmas,
living a lie.
I looked up Kerrion, and you see this story from 2018 where he was alleging his father killed him.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, tried to kill him. Excuse me. So then it was like, oh my gosh.
Right.
Kerrion, this is your father?
Your dad is Kirk Franklin? What the fuck?
That's when we found out.
Right.
So when
Then we
in
were
the
shocked as
audio,
hell
when
and treating him
you
nice and
guys hear
kissing
me
his
say,
ass.
I knew it,
Mm-hmm.
it was because of me and Kerrion, our prior conversations, our relationship as roommates.
Oh.
And I want people to distinguish the difference.
Relationship as roommates.
We were not friends.
We weren't friends.
We were roommates.
We were only
and he
fucking
opened
roommates.
up to me.
And he opened up to
on
me.
several occasions.
It
made sense to me.
And it made sense to me.
When he made that statement, that was his molester. Because he talked about being molested
by pastors or preachers or something like that.
He talked about being molested by
but he never really named who.
A preacher, pastor. He talked about
how what prompted you to record is what I want to know.
Did not like the church organization.
Yeah.
And how he hated his father.
Okay.
And how he hated
his
stepmother.
Right.
He never mentioned to me anything about his mother.
But
he always said, my stepmom is a B.
And I'm sure he never said their names
is
either.
This. Or, his father, how he just hated his father.
Right.
Gotcha. So he was... So there was a lot of things that he was alluding to.
Tammy Franklin,
you just didn't know what
Kirk.
the reason why, what was the motivation behind any of this stuff.
Those two.
So then you're in the middle of this argument. He's going in on you throughout this whole 40-minute, almost an hour-long ordeal. You start playing music. You start playing this Kirk Franklin music because you were kind of giving him the middle finger in a way. And then
but I want to know what prompted him.
Your audience gets the wrong idea.
Right.
Oh God.
We found out who his father was. Whatever. So he wanted to spend Christmas with us at the hostel.
Mm-hmm.
So at that point, we already knew everything.
Right.
So now you can keep going. Yes, we were arguing very badly, and yes,
and you play his music to provoke him and to get him to say this.
Franklin's music because it was a middle finger, like F you, like Kerrion F you.
Because I mean, Kerrion in the video, from what I've heard, in on other bloggers' sites and everything. He was going in like this.
Basically,
he's insulting you. He's saying all kinds of stuff. He was calling you a demon, something like that. And
he was calling me a FAGGOT.
Yeah.
Wow.
Full on. You know what I'm saying? So I understand like you just wanting to
basically,
retaliate because he's
Kerrion was
going in on
basically
you.
living this
Obviously, there
life,
was
telling people
the
that
argument almost went to a place
he
of
was
going into
molested
now you're going
by a
okay,
pastor or
there was
preacher,
something. There was
and
some reason why he was denouncing his father, the church, religion.
when he played
etc.
the song, it
And
was
this
kind
is
of like a
finally we found
revealing
out the
thing,
reason.
I guess.
Now the
I guess.
thing is, and thank you so much for giving us the full scope of everything because
Wow.
there is,
I don't
like
know.
I
This
said,
is
it's a
crazy.
very
This is really
robust
crazy.
story. You know, there's
It's
so much
really
going on
hard
to
to
tell
think
But I
what
gotta
is going
ask you,
on
because
here.
there's a lot of
You
people out
know,
here that think
I feel that this boy may have been hurt by
Absolutely
him.
not. This happened Christmas Day. This is how.
Thank you so much for giving us the full scope of everything. I think there was some reason who's going in like this. He's insulting.
And not
you,
only
he's
that,
saying all
remember
kinds of
one
stuff,
time I
and he's
told you
calling
guys about Kirk
demons,
Franklin and
something
Tone's
like that.
relationship. They had a really close relationship at one point, like so close, touchy-feely. Like really. Like they really used to be close. They used to jump in each other's arms. Like I've seen them a few times in person and how close they were in the past. And after he came out as gay, it was as if Kirk didn't want any dealing with Tony.
His father, the church,
I don't know why.
religion, etc. Now the thing is, and thank you so much for giving us the full scope of everything, because there is, like I said, it's a very robust story. You know, there's so much going on. It's hella dense.
Yes, it is. Yes,
but
it is.
I gotta ask you, because there's a lot of people out here that think that this video is staged, that the video is fake. Is this video fake? Is this video staged?
Absolutely not. This happened Christmas Day. This is how I spent my Christmas morning.
Wow.
I can send you the screenshot or a receipt of, you know how iPhones will work.
Right.
They show you the date and time.
Wow.
This was not fake. This was how I woke up on Christmas. And shortly after the argument, he throws out the Christmas tree.
What?
You know? Yeah, he threw out
Why?
our Christmas
he threw
tree.
out the Christmas tree.
But why though?
He was that
He was
pissed
mad.
that I was playing his father's music that he threw out the Christmas tree.
Wow.
That he bought. He bought the Christmas tree. It's not funny. I'm not laughing, but me knowing Kerrion, his character, me knowing him as a person, that was true Kerrion fashion.
Wow. Yeah, that was intense. Larry is such a fool. Larry made some great points in his whole situation. Like Larry said, we're not going to stop talking about it until it goes away. But I'm just surprised that he would call Tammy Franklin a bitch. So we need to find out, what does he have against Tammy Franklin, and what has Tammy Franklin done? But also ill and just saying all this stuff out of just being this fool.
Then the baby mama, she made it big just like her hair. Made the story big.
He is a fool.
And she gave some cues that I caught.
Yeah.
When she said
He
started
really
talking
truly
about,
paid attention to
the
the
sexual
interview.
allegations and how it's past the statute of limitations. And I said, no, wait, just 1 minute.
Right. And see, that's what I'm saying. Larry really brought attention to things that we weren't really paying attention to in her interview, which, quite frankly, I didn't really even go take the time out to go listen to it, you know. But it was some. He said some stuff that really made me go back and listen and just pay attention to what was being said. I really hope that this, the truth either can come out in private and Kerrion them can get over this. And then I also hope that if it can't be done in private, that we go ahead and expose Kirk for who Kirk is so that we can just be aware, you know. That's not to say a lot more people don't need to be exposed and put out for who they are, but people do and people will, and if they don't, then they just slip through the crack. You worry about you. You worry about you. But seriously, even like the Clark sisters, everything that's in the dark comes to the light. Nobody really viewed them in a negative light until they begin to show the Clark sisters movie, and Denise began to do interviews and speak out and say what she's been going through lately.
Let me ask you a question before I answer that. Did I hear you say reach out to me?
If I'm not mistaken, because I had it on the show. Yeah.
Okay. Never have I been reached out to. Not by Karen, not by Jackie, not by Dorinda. Twinkie had, and she said, we need Niecy in the group because Denise is the drive of the group.
You know, then we begin to, you know, people start to have bad feelings about the Clark sisters. So what's in the dark comes to the light. Not for everybody, but I think if you're proclaiming that you love the Lord, you have a relationship with God, and you are promoting certain things and to be a certain way in your relationship with God, I think that you will lay a curse on your own self, and what you are preaching about or what you are trying to force other people to do, you will be forced to do if you're not doing it or living by that. And I think that it's just a cycle. I think it's an automatic thing that happens. So if Kirk cannot deal with this in private and literally go to that level that I think he can go to and he's allowed to go to, I think it's open season for him, then it's going to be dealt with in the wrong way, and it's going to probably look ugly for him. Like Larry said about another person, the guy had a scandal that he had a baby. They called the guy admitted it immediately. As soon as he admitted that, yeah, that was his baby, he cheated on his wife, blah, 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 the story died down. And that's what happens. You know, you admit your flaw, and, you know, the truth shall set you free. Literally, when you tell the truth, you shall be free. You will be free. For the people that are not free, who you told the truth to or who know the truth, that ain't up to you. You told the truth and you should feel free. You know, there's a lot of people in prison who kill people, and guess what? They feel free. They in prison. They have either pled guilty or been found guilty, and after being in there for a certain amount of years, they grasp the fact, you know what, I lied. I lied so many times and still send my ass in here for this many years and set up their line. Fuck, I did it. You know, those type of people are set free. Then they are in prison. They either die there or they get out, you know, set free, feeling better. You get what I'm saying? So, you know, tell the truth and let the truth set you free. If this is not true, then the boy really needs help. He truly, truly needs help. But it's really hard because he's 33, but that doesn't mean throw him to the curb. You know, Rickey, you can be 13 and disrespect Rickey Smiley, and he throwing you to the curb. But Kirk, if you love the Lord, do the right thing. I know I'm such a small person in the YouTube world, so Kirk probably would never see this. But if Kerrion is watching, we love you. You know, it's a lot of people that love you. Consider doing an interview here. Let us interview you for like 15 minutes, 15, 20 minutes. You know, I don't have much else to say. I think that Shawn Ewing knows something. I think Shawn Ewing is insinuating that she knows something. And I think that Kirk knows something. If he's not the one that did it, he knows something. And if not, then Kerrion need to get it together if he didn't do it. If he did, he need to, Kirk, you need the counseling. You can't keep telling him to go to counseling. You need the counseling. He needs the counseling too. And he has to accept, if you are saying, you know I did something to you, or I know I pushed something off to the back burner that happened to you. He needs help on how to be guided on accepting that and changing his behavior so that he doesn't exacerbate or make things worse. But you being the parent, you want respect and you're not equal to him, but you also don't want to provoke. You also don't want to make his emotions and feelings towards a situation or you worse by your actions. It's like I said in my last video, parents can provoke and do things that, really hurts their child. And black parents tend to not acknowledge it, and we just move on and we never acknowledge it. But we got to work on that. Really have to work on that. I'm going to come back to you guys with more videos. I'm done here. Make sure you guys follow us on Instagram. Make sure you follow us on Facebook and like our Facebook page. Make sure you follow us on Twitter as well. And make sure you hit that thumbs up. Okay, don't hit that thumbs down, and hit that subscribe and hit that bell. This is RiBelTV, and anything, just comment, tell me what I missed, what I did, because it's late at night right now. I'm doing this video. I've been really busy, but yeah, I'm out of here. Okay, I'm getting out of here. Talk to you guys later. Bye.
Get too close to me.
I don't want to get close to you.
I wish you would.
I don't.
Next time you apologize to me, I'm gonna spit in your
I'm not, bitch. Don't spit, girl.
Like you
I don't spit.
Now you want to go your tongue.
I don't know how to.
I never said possessed.
You just said you
I never said
were
possessed.
Let me.
Now you making up shit. You getting further and further away from me tonight.
You just said
Right in front of my face.
And you just
I'm
said
a poet. I'm a creative.
You're gonna write a show or
and you said you liked it. And you said you liked it.
I didn't say I liked it.
You said it sounds good. Why would you lie to me?
Yeah. Because I would like to see you do something productive, like make
productive. Y'all ain't done nothing productive. I'm a son of a famous fuck. Y'all ain't done shit.
I'm just saying, like I was, I'm proud to see that you've got something to look forward to. And then the name of the movie production is gonna be
You're the crazy uncle.
You are.
And now you're talking about
you're older than me. You're not taking care of yourself. You look older than me.
About secret society shit, and it's like this is the shit that makes me go right up here.
I'm not in none of that shit. You can believe whatever the fuck you want, man. I live my own life. I ain't sold my soul. I'm not on contract. You said I'm she. He said I'm she. That's what you said. You keep calling me she. So now I'm getting more. That's what everything say on the internet.
I'm the devil.
That's what everything say on the internet. That's what y'all say behind my back. Multiple people in this house told me that you called me the devil first. This is how you want to have your business? Watching me and my daddy? That's cool. I'm used to things.
Is this stuck?
This is classic. After everything I've been through, you play his music tonight. You showed your ass tonight, teacher. Thank you for playing my molested music.
I will. But wasn't I saying I think that was the one?
Thanks for playing my molested music. Thanks for playing my molested music. Thanks for playing my molested music. Thanks for playing my molested music.
I knew it. Now I will turn it off. I will. But wasn't I saying I think that was the one? I knew it.
But I don't want to think that it was Kirk because it's like, what if he's playing the devil calling
the lion? It could be so. I wish I felt bad.
Unos, dos, tres, cuatro, nigga.